The photo story that you are about to watch is about a farm in the small town of Ligonier, Indiana. The farm, which is called Cunningham Farms, consists of corn, beans, potatoes, and cattle. The Cunningham farms approximately 3,300 acres, which is all grain farming. They have approximately 50 head of cattle they also care for. They also spread ag lime and own a trucking business that they keep very busy with. Most people would think that after planting and harvest in the fall that farmers are done with their work. This is anything but true, because they are already starting to prepare for the spring planting season or fall harvest season. They stay busy all through the year taking care of the cattle, hauling grain in the semi, marketing their grain, and keeping up on the paperwork that goes along with everything. Some of the things in order to prepare for the spring season before winter comes include chiseling, spreading fertilizer, spreading lime, winterizing equipment, servicing equipment, and starting all over again for the spring season. They stay quite busy, as you can imagine, all year round. Getting ready for the harvest is also a huge task. Some of these things include cleaning grain bins out, making sure the irrigation systems are running correctly, fertilizing all of the fields, and this can also include some custom work. Custom work is when somebody hires you and your equipment to do a task for them, like spreading fertilizer, spraying crops, and even many more odd and end tasks that can be done around the farm, and this is all done for a small fee. In this picture, you can see that the tractor is pulling a chisel plow. The job of this piece of equipment is to help deteriorate or rot the corn stalks, break up compaction of the ground, mix in the fertilizer and lime, and smooth the ground. This job can be done after harvest to get ready for the planting season in the spring. When in the tractor during harvest or planting season, you have a control panel that can adjust your heat, air conditioning, throttle, and you can raise and lower your equipment that you are hauling behind you. The irrigation pivots are another huge asset to a farmer's work. The irrigation lanes provide access to the center pivots in many fields during the growing season or the summertime. These fields always need to be maintained because there is large equipment such as semis, tractors, and much more equipment going in and out at all times during the summer. The pivots give you access to turn the whole irrigation system on or off, and you can also rotate the irrigation across the field. The irrigation system is very important to the farmers because during drought seasons like the summer of 2012, it provides the water that the crops need to survive until a waterfront can come through. Hopefully. In the spring months of the year, the farmers are getting busy preparing for one of the most important times of the year. The planting season is a very stressful time in the life of a farmer. There are many different steps involved in preparing the ground before the seed even goes in. First thing is, the farmers need to work the ground to get a nice seed bed and to make the ground smooth for the equipment to go over. This will take several times going over with the equipment to make the ground as smooth as possible for the large planters to move across smoothly. After this important step is done, it comes time to plant. There are several different seeds that a farmer can use to plant with. Seed corn, field corn, sweet corn, waxy corn, white corn, popcorn, regular beans, lolonic beans, wheat, and chip potatoes are just to name a few of the things you can plant in this fertile soil. Of course, popcorn and sweet corn are everyone's favorites. After planting the seed, the sprayer will go around and do his fields and any custom work that comes through. For seed corn, there is what is called male and female rows. Female rows are planted first, followed by male rows. The male rows are planted with a planter called a male row planter. After the male rows are planted, nitrogen is put on the fields to help the corn grow. During the growing season, crops are scouted for different things. Crops are scouted for diseases, weeds, and different bugs that can infest the crops and be harmful for them. The scouters can tell the farmers what chemicals need to be used on the crops. Different fields in the same area can have different bugs, so it is very important to have a scouter for each of your fields.